Hello, my honeys, and welcome to our annual beach vacation. Healthy Mommy and I, every summer since I was a teenager, we rent a cottage along the shoreline. We travel down to Connecticut, and it's a very special week for us because we're best friends, so it's our favorite week of the year. And we thought we would do a grocery haul because we have the luxury of having a kitchen while we're here. And in our minds, why should this week be any different food-wise from if we were just at home? So we're going to show you everything that we have for groceries. If you're new here, hey, I'm Healthy Emmie. I'm the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. This is Healthy Mommy, who went through my Slim on Starch program. So if you haven't seen the Healthy Mommy series, definitely check that out. So Mom, I'm thinking we go one at a time. I'll show an item, you can show an item, and we'll go back and forth.
Perfect.
I am going to start with what my blood type is, which is potatoes. Sure. So we drove down from Boston to Connecticut, so it was a 2-hour drive, and I thought I would just bring these with me. So I have an entire bag of both the Hawaiian sweet potatoes and the Japanese sweet potatoes. I buy these guys online, linked in the down bar, and I buy these at the Asian market. When they're on sale, I go crazy. The cashier asked me if I was having a potato party. But when you're me, every day is a potato party. And I will just bake these in the oven. I'll wrap them in tin foil, bake them at 450 for an hour and a half.
I'll start with, I wasn't ashamed to bring some leftovers from home. So I had made my doctored up Dr. McDougall soup, which serves me for 3 days. I had 2 days left. I had one yesterday. I've got another for today. And brought what was left at home from my Good Neighbor oil-free hummus.
All right, the next thing, which when these are good, they're good. And these were at the Asian market, and they were good ones. So the Japanese pumpkin was on sale at the Asian market, and they were good ones, and I just cannot resist. So I brought down Japanese pumpkin. I will cut this up, put it on parchment paper at about 440 Fahrenheit, put it in the oven for about 20 minutes, and it is delicioso.
When Emily and I went on vacation down to Turks and Caicos, she commended me for packing up my individual oatmeals. So when I was packing up to come down here, I thought, well, why am I bringing all of this stuff when I can do the same? So I brought one from each day, jazzed it up a little this time, instant oats, some flaxseed, and some cinnamon. And then Healthy Dad got buy one, get one free, some fresh blueberries. So I brought those down for the morning for my oats.
And I like how Healthy Mommy has one bag for each day that we're here, and this will be meal one every day for her. And this is what's great about coaching is my job is to pluck out the things that have made you successful. And you said, I wouldn't have done this if you didn't make point of it last time. Mm-hmm. So this is something that's going to keep you on the straight and narrow. And, there was a study done where it proved that households that have a fruit bowl on the kitchen counter, the BMI, the average BMI, so the average weight of the family is much lower than if the fruit is in the fridge. So just having things that are in your line of vision, ready to go and easy you're much more likely to get it done. So even if you're not traveling, still do this on Sundays if you're struggling with getting your SOS days off to an SOS start. All right, so we've done this bag. So these are my starches. I've got my pumpkin. I've got this entire thing is potatoes. Oh, and of course I have cinnamon to go with my potatoes. And I brought this cinnamon from home because the minimalist in me, if I have this cinnamon, I don't want to buy another cinnamon when I'm here, bring it home or not bring it home and then waste it. So I brought my cinnamon with me. So my starches, I've got my pumpkin and my potatoes. I'm going to go a little boring for this round for me. I'm going to go with the chamomile tea that I brought. So I drink chamomile tea every day. I also Amazon primed this chamomile tea to here because I was running out at home. So I have my chamomile tea, and I'm also going to go another one. I brought my microwave steamer with me. Where I go, this goes. I actually brought this to Australia when I moved there. Came all the way across the globe with me, and Healthy Mommy used it last night. So it is being put to good use. But I always bring this with me when I travel to steam up my vegetables.
I'll dovetail off of that and start very simple, but how simple things sometimes can be very important. I have to take a calcium vitamin D supplement every day for osteoporosis, and if you know, the pills are enormous and they're really hard to swallow. They are. So I found that if I just chew a date and swallow them with a date, then I get my calcium in every day. So there's that. And I did use Emily's steamer last evening for dinner because they're in the freezer. I didn't take them out. I went to Stop and Shop and bought a whole variety of frozen vegetables to make for Buddha bowls.
So when Healthy Mummy got back from the grocery store yesterday, I stayed here and she went to the grocery store because I pretty much had everything that I needed. I was saying, I am just so impressed. I really am. She went to the grocery store. She came back with all of her SOS stuff. In years past, some dessert would sneak in, some popcorn would sneak in, some crackers and hummus, and none to be found unless if I wake up at 2 a.m. to get a drink of water and maybe she's out here doing things I don't know about. I'm very, very impressed.
Thank you. Thanks. I went with, for my starch, just to make it easy, some boil and bag brown rice for vacation. Easy peasy.
How easy it ended up being last night.
Yeah, but one of the burners doesn't work on the stove. We found out that the hard way. And then I was just pretty selective in what I got. I got some edamame, shelled edamame, which I usually don't get, so that's a treat. I love that. I'm loving snap peas. They're really a favorite. They are great on Dad's tofu ginger. He doesn't care for them, but Healthy Brother and I love them. Always chopped spinach. I'm a chopped spinach gal. And frozen broccoli. That was the basis for my Buddha bowls.
Healthy Mummy was gone for quite a while at the grocery store last night. It had been over an hour, and it was getting near supper time, and I was getting hungry. And I came back. I said, was it busy? You were gone for a while. Would you like to share where you were?
Well, there's a TJ Maxx next to the Stop and Shop, and I was all alone.
Did you get anything?
I might have gotten a couple of things.
Did you really?
I just got a couple of mugs that were cute.
Okay, so it's a tradition that we always get Indian food while we are here. I have a friend named Manju who makes us incredible oil-free vegan Indian food, and I had some frozen Indian food at home, so I thought I would just bring it down here so that when we have leftovers of the Indian food, it can be the gift that keeps on giving. So there's a company that reached out to me, and unfortunately they don't have anything in stock right now, but for the fall time, they may be making a salt-free, oil-free Indian food. I was talking with the owner and he sent me some samples. And so I have some frozen, oil-free vegan Indian food. And come fall time, stay tuned. There might be salt-free, oil-free. So I have some of that. I'm really excited about it. And then I also have leftover Indian food just from home that I brought with me as well.
I'll finish up my bowls that I made one for dinner last night with the rice as the basis. I found these, just some baby butterhead lettuce, which I used, and some butter beans. I must have a butter theme going. Some angel sweet tomatoes went in there, and I think that's about it. And it was really and the kimchi. I forgot. I bought some kimchi. I was on a roll. So I popped some of that in, gave it some nice flavor and fermentation. It was great.
If my blood type is not potatoes, then it's grapes. So I have some grapes. Again, brought these from home. I didn't want the food to go bad at home, and why buy down here if I had the food at home? Just bring it with me. So I have red grapes, which are my grape of choice. But if sampling grapes is illegal, then put me away. I was sampling the green grapes and they were really sweet, which usually they're not. So I usually don't go for them, but they were this time. So
I am a tea girl, a tea with plant milk. I forgot to bring some tea bags, so I got some English afternoon tea. Who knew? Which has been great. And I had my go-to soy milk, which is Eden soy, has nothing in it but soybeans and water. It was already open, so I brought it with. And then I was getting very disappointed because I couldn't find anything that was similar or up to par. And then the vegan gods were with me because I wandered a little further, and our friends at Elmhurst, only 2 ingredients. They're the best, almonds and water. So pleased to see that.
Some trivia for you. I picked up Healthy Mummy's tea and I said, English afternoon tea? what is this? I'm familiar with English breakfast. And I thought, what's the difference? And I said, I'm going to look it up, but we have to guess first. And I am a genius. I guessed and was correct that English afternoon tea has a lower caffeine content than English breakfast tea. So Harvard has already contacted me.
And Jeopardy.
And I will be speaking at the MIT commencement next year. All right, I have a few more things. The Asian market, which has a chokehold on me, also had chestnuts, and chestnuts in June?
Unheard of.
Unheard of. We are as far from chestnut season as you can get. But they had chestnuts because China is one of the world's leading producers of chestnuts. And so I got these, and you can roast these up in the oven. Chestnuts are a starch. Fun fact. You have another starch we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that now. As I was wandering around the grocery store and sort of thinking of what I'm going to have for lunch and dinner and this and that, these beautiful guys were on sale. I do love my little mini potato popper snacks. So I got some fingerling potatoes. I'll boil them up, maybe all at once, maybe, a handful at a time, and maybe have them in a bowl or as a snack.
I was looking at these. Yeah, you could actually microwave this whole bag, it says.
Oh, yeah.
Just put it in the microwave for 8 to 9 minutes, and then they're all cooked up, and you can just put them in the fridge.
Done.
The last couple things I have in here. Oh, alone. A runaway chestnut. My veggies. So I have zucchini. I have summer squash, which Healthy Mummy tells me in her garden I am going to steal those when I get back to your house. She has summer squash growing. And then I also have romaine lettuce, which is what I eat my potatoes and my pumpkin with.
And also in the morning, I just like to have a little orange juice, but we're not here for very long, so I didn't need a ton. And when I was wandering around the organic vegetable section, they had some orange juice in containers this size, but then I saw this tangerine juice. I'm thinking, well, that's a treat for our vacation. So this morning I had my first little glass of tangerine juice, fresh pressed.
Did it taste different?
Yeah, a little bit. It was delicious.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dad used to always say, have some orange juice, get your hat started. That's what he would say in the mornings to me. I think that's everything.
I think so.
Next videos that are coming, we are going to do a lunch video because we're having guests coming for lunch one day, and then we'll do a dinner video with our Indian food. If you made it to this point in the video, I'm going to ask you a question. Ooh, I have a good one. Sunrise or sunset? Leave a comment on which one you prefer. What do you prefer, Mom?
Sunrise.
Yeah, we're morning gals. We're usually asleep by the time the sun sets. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next one.